Hey my fellow alchemists, today we are going to synthesize iron trichloride from nothing but a handful of rusty nails. This orange compound has a ton of important industrial uses. For example, it's used in the treatment of sewage and in electronics for manufacturing print circuit boards. Also, it's an important chemical catalyst in a lot of chemical reactions, like fried crabs, for example. So let's get started. I'm using a common hydrochloric acid from the supermarket. It's a low concentration, around 16%, and since it's meant for cleaning, it likely has some impurities. But don't worry, the experiment will still be a success. We will need about 100 milliliters of hydrochloric acid and roughly 20 rusty nails. First, I'm pouring the hydrochloric acid into a beaker, and then I'm adding a rusty nail. Since the acid solution is quite dilute, the reaction is slow. However, it will eventually proceed, and the solution will start to turn yellow. This color change is our first proof that iron chloride is forming. This setup looks straightforward, but we have to be extremely careful about one thing. As the iron oxide reacts with the hydrochloric acid, the rust layer is dissolved and the nail becomes exposed elemental iron. When this happens, we must immediately remove the nail with a magnet, because elemental iron reacts with the acid to form iron 2 chloride. This compound is green, and we don't want it in our final product. As I mentioned, the reaction is quite simple to understand. 1 mole of iron oxide reacts with 6 moles of hydrochloric acid to form 2 moles of iron trichloride and 3 moles of water. It's a double displacement reaction. Now, as we continue adding rusty nails to the acid, the solution gets an intense orange color. This clearly indicates that the forming iron chloride solution is becoming more concentrated. Once we have finished adding all the rusty nails, we need to filter the iron chloride solution to remove any remaining solid impurities from the nails. After the filtration is complete, we are left with a beautiful, clear iron chloride solution. It's important to note that this compound can also exist as a crystalline solid, but for now, I am happy with liquid solution. If we want to get a more concentrated solution, we just have to evaporate some water of the solution in a hot plate. The concentrated solution of iron trichloride are orange, while the less concentrated are yellow. But in this step we have to do it in a ventilated area because some fumes of hydrochloric acid could get out of the solution and are very irritating. And that's all for today's video. I hope you like it, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want more alchemy, chemistry.